Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I'm Tiffany. So today I wanted to share a flip through of my personal rings planner, and I will say I've been in personal rings, I feel like since 2019. It may have been 2020, so probably 4 to 5 years. It's been a planner size that I've incorporated every single year, and I typically planned and had like some reference information and things like this in here. Well, I decided this year that I'm not going to be planning in here per se, but I am going to be using this as like my home reference binder, a place where I'm tracking some goal progress and then my finances, and also, like some recipes and things like that. So I thought I would share. I got it set up last night, and I'm pretty happy with the way it is, looking. So a lot of the inserts are not filled out, and I don't know how often I'll share this on my channel, but I just thought it would be, great way to get started for the new year. So I made this in Canva. This is like my original, this is something that I watercolored that I've digitized. I don't think there's a glare, no. But I got this idea from Marcia over at Mom Needs a Clone. She has a really cute vinyl sticker that she put in her Hobonichi Weeks called Keeper of the Plans, because we talked about how, I say that all the time, I am the keeper of the plans in our house. So I just made this in Canva. I printed it on vellum. The vellum that I bought from Amazon is it's not meshing well with my printer, so I'm having to laminate it. So anything I print on vellum, I just have some dot stickers, this today card, a random journaling card. I think I have a check, some receipts. I mean, just random stuff. Tabbies, a check is in here. I don't think I have anything in the zipper pocket. And then in the back pocket, I just have important schedules for my kids, their school systems, academic calendar for this year and next school year, some medical receipts, that type of thing. So there's the flyleaf. This is a Gilia Medium Campagna. This is the MAC. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. It's got elephant preserve rubbed on it to give it the black Matte Croco look. That's about all I can remember. It was my first day back to work today, and my brain is misfiring. I was very productive at work today. So I do have this inbox stash here. This is from Susie Q Plans, I believe, and it was printed on vellum. I laminated it, and it has stickies, and then I have a to-do list. Just in case I needed a place to scribble something quickly, I just had it right here. I made my own dividers last night, and they're kind of wonky, but it's fine. They'll do. So my first section is going to be my home section. Again, this is my original artwork, and then I just kind of digitized it, uploaded it into Canva, and made the home section. This is a paper pack from Michael's. This is a plotter yearly overview. So in my home section, I have a lot of different things in here. So this is my cleaning routine. This is the routine I want to stick to. Depending on how busy we are or seasons of life, I may or may not stick to this completely, but it's a great reference tool. I really like this right here because it reminds me of weekly tasks, monthly tasks, quarterly tasks, and then just some things that don't occur regularly that I will need to remember. I printed this freebie from Watch Becca Plan. It is a cleaning tracker. I put it in here. If I use it, it probably won't be till February, but I just wanted to throw it in here. I did put in my Project Minimize insert in here because guess what I did? I completed it. I don't have the date, but it's completed. I finally attacked that bookshelf. I got motivated on Saturday. Today's Monday. I got motivated on Saturday, and I cleaned that joker out. I have this home repairs list. This was migrated from my personal rings from last year. And this is my home maintenance list as well. I just left it in here for now. Master grocery list. These are things that are helpful for me. These are things that I typically buy from the grocery store. So it's important that I have it in here. And they're slit and they're kind of beat up, but it's all good. And then I have a favorite dinners list. This is a great thing for me to reference. And I need to add crock pot chicken Alfredo because that is an easy peasy meal that I can just throw in the crock pot and pretty much forget about it, and everyone likes it. So when I'm stuck or when I don't know what to cook, this is a great place to go to, especially if I'm making my meal plan. Just have this. I think that's Hey Planner Girl. I think this is from Pen, Paper, and Plans. And then I have like our vehicle maintenance logs. Here, I made these inserts in Canva. It's pretty easy. You're just making boxes. And then I did add some of these like grid, like these split inserts in case I wanted to make notes about any projects or anything like that we were doing around the house. So it's fairly simple. We're not like doing any home renovations or anything like that. So there's not a whole lot that I gotta keep up with aside from like just maintenance things. But if we do decide to like, you know, start a project or whatever, I think these might be helpful to keep in place. This is my family section, another dashboard from Michael's, and all the art on these except for the last divider is my original art that I've painted. So I have this, and this is a freebie from Nada Notes. She's on Instagram. And I think she has a Facebook group, but this is like a yearly overview. I wanted to use this just to track any absences that my kids may have from school, or if they like check in, check out, that type of thing. I intend to use this as a cycle tracker for Malaya and probably a headache and migraine tracker for her. I've noticed that she has been experiencing a lot of migraines lately. So I kind of want to keep a track of that. So that way when we go to her doctor in August, we can discuss that with him if it continues to be an issue. This is just I think this is a Foxy Fix dashboard that I've got the girls' school pictures in it. I didn't have any more wallets of Sophie. So I just put these, I kind of trimmed the sides down a little bit. These are the 3x5 ones, I believe, with some $2 bills. So my girls are so cute. But that's their school pictures. And then I also have like their health logs. So I do keep track of things. For Jesse, I just kind of keep track of like appointments, you know, if he's having like an issue, if he gets sick or something like that. For the girls, I'm a little bit more detailed if I give them medication, that type of thing. These are SM Plans inserts. And then I just migrated the gift ideas because that's a lot of insert just to throw away. And I hope to do a better job next year of that. And these are from Latua Notes. And then I have this divider from Calixta Creations. That's from Pen, Paper, and Plans. And this is like my puppies or my pet information. So I have stuff for like Storm and Maggie. And then Chewy. Usually it's like stuff if we buy things for them. Like we usually try to buy like a big humongous bag of dog food. We usually buy a big bag of cat food because I'm trying to see, you know, how much is it more cost effective, I guess, to buy the big bags. And then I found these on, and I'll put the name across the screen on this one. Elise Creates, I think. These are freebies. She has like a ton of freebies, y'all. But this is like a pet and vet information where you can like note veterinary appointments for your pets. And so there's plenty of insert that this would last me a good bit. The only pet we have that probably will be going to the vet more frequently is Maggie. She has hip dysplasia and has started medication, and her hips are not good. She's struggling quite a bit. So I have all of these in case, you know, I want to note some stuff. So I just need to fill that information in. And then I move into the finance section, which is probably like the biggest bulk of this planner, because I decided I wanted to change how I do our finances. So again, original art. This is from a Michael's paper pack. I love this picture of my husband and I. Don't Quit Vellum from Via Creations. I won this in a giveaway from Mishy Plans a long time ago. And this was a vellum from the Planner Spot. So I'm using plotter Bible size inserts this year. I had a previous video where like I kind of like just walked through what these looked like. And so it comes with like a year overview. I bought these off the website. It's very thin paper. That was one thing I really liked about the Filofax inserts was how thin the paper was because it didn't bulk up my planner. And I feel like this is like Tomoe River paper. Like it's that thin. But with Plotter, you get December monthly. So I'm not using this for planning. I am using this for budgeting. So my budget calendar is here. This is where I map out all of my bill due dates and the cost. And then I highlight when I pay them, if it's not something that's like auto pay, and then I check it off when it actually clears the bank. And so that's how I intend to use the monthlies in here. And the monthlies go to, it looks like March. Yeah, March. So the monthly, like what month you're in is not listed on these. It's just the number of the month. But I like how the calendar takes up the whole month. Takes up the whole page is what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot of there's not sidebar, there's not a lot of frill. The only places you have for notes and to-dos is the areas in which there's not any days. And then it also came with these notes pages that I will probably use to track savings, things like that. This is a acetate from Pen, Paper, and Plans. It says they said I could be anything, so I decided to be caffeinated. Pretty much. I mean, I'm still rocking my Christmas cups. And this is a really old vellum from A Glittery Life Plans. And then I bought the weeklies. So they have this age chart, which I find interesting. You can put your personal information in there. And then it moves into the weeklies. So that's kind of the structure of the weekly. It's very similar, it's a horizontal weekly, very similar to Hobonichi. So what I intend to do is I'm probably going to split this in half. I haven't done it because I'm not comfortable sharing details of my finances with everyone. I know some people that's their thing, and they're really into the budgeting, but I am not comfortable sharing that information. So I haven't filled this in. And if I do share this, I'll either cover it or skip over these, but the line here. So what I wanted to do was within that budgeting period, I'm going to write here, on this side, bills, the must things. And then here is, I'm going to write daily spending for different categories. And then I'll divide it again, kind of either down the center or a third in total daily spending. And then what I'll do is pretend these lines across don't exist. And then at the end of the week, I will add up what we spent in each category. And I want to do that so that I can just kind of be aware and be checking in on myself every single week. And so that's how I'm going to use that to track my spending and expenses. So I have the entire year of weeklies in here. And then it also, you get, 3 notes pages. You get that age chart. I probably should pull that. Let me pull this out. I don't need this in here twice. And then another divider from Calixa Creations. And then this is a cloth and paper dashboard that I've had for a while. I got it in a sub box a long time ago. And then this is my check register, because I do, I'm old school in the sense that, I do, a check register. I just do it either in a budget book or in my rings or whatever. So this is from Simple and Trendy Co. I bought this a long time ago as well. And I just printed a bunch of them. And I've got it tabbed off with these little tabs that I found at Second and Charles, but they're also available on the Books A Million website. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you're interested in these tabs, I have a highlight called tabs that I shared the link. But this is where I will be tracking our spending imbalances. So, I want to write what we're spending, but I also kind of want to evaluate it from a weekly basis, because I feel if I'm evaluating it from a weekly basis, I can look at it and be okay, there's a lot of unnecessary spending. I didn't have to make that Dunkin' run. I didn't need to buy that, that type of thing. So I think that that's going to be, I want to be extremely mindful this year about how I'm spending money. And then what I have here is, this is expenses from that same, I'll put it across the screen because I cannot say it, but this is an expense log. And what I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to pretend the date doesn't exist and it's just going to be for the month, is I'm going to total up for the entire month in that budget period. I'm going to total up what we spent in each category versus what was budgeted. in that category, and see how we did, and just to really evaluate our spending. So I printed off 2 pages, or really 1 page of these, to go in here just for the first quarter, just to kind of see how things go. And then this is a cloth and paper dashboard. And then these are like SM plans, freebies. This is just like for notes, or like if I put money in savings, or, to kind of work out like, okay, what are the things that like I need to be prepared for throughout the year that I spent the most money on. So Christmas is a priority, emergency fund is a priority, vacation is a priority, those types of things. So like, that's where I can kind of like brain dump notes, or like just do like scratch paper. These are from Latua Notes. I printed a bunch of these just to have in here as well. I take a lot of notes financially, because I feel like money is not just like a numbers thing. I feel like for a lot of us, our finances are also attached to like our emotions, can be attached to habits, can be attached to like coping. And sometimes like I will impulsively buy stuff because I want to feel, good in the moment. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I write a lot about like how I feel about spending. And I think that to me, that's a healthy approach to understanding why we do the things that we do as it relates to our spending. And so, yeah, if I make an impulsive purchase, I also want to like know why and what was I trying to get, or what was I seeking in that moment. I don't know. I went on a ramble about it, but that's just how I feel. So I just have a lot of notes pages. This is my personal section. Another Michaels. These are from Pen, Paper, and Plans. They look so pretty layered. I think this was like she had a stationery box. This is the planner spot. I put the social media tracker in here. I'm really just going to be tracking. I really just want to like see like how YouTube does. This is a freebie from Watch Becca Plan. So I put that in there just to kind of see how things are going, that type of thing. This is a Smart Goals insert from Bite Size Plans on Instagram. I don't know if they're still around. I just have had this forever. I love Smart Goals. I think they're important. And I think they're great ways to like reach goals. I implement these a lot in like my goal setting process, but also like in my work as a therapist. A lot of like the treatment plans I write are centered around Smart Goals, and I love them. I have this, and I'm not sure. I was like, this looks really cool, but I'm not sure how I want to utilize this. Yeah. So, but I think it's like a year in pixels essentially, and you can like create a key. This is also from Watch Becca Plans. I'm just not sure yet what this is going to be for. I don't know if this is like, I spent 15 minutes working on a goal. You know what I mean? But I don't even have all my goals set for 2025. So, that I may not start tracking this until later. I do have like the monthly plan. Like this is like a tending page from SM Plans, and I put 12 months in here. When I was really like laser focused on goals, this was a very helpful tool for me. So once I get my goals set, I can really like use this to progress monitor how things are going. So I like this insert a lot. I went ahead and stuck in my last time list. So I need to include, I got to go back and look at the date, but I forgot to write in like when I got my hair cut and colored. So I need to do that. And I also just realized I need to do one of those for my girls. So I may do it on that calendar. Like it made that calendar that I mentioned. Look, y'all are helping me process, but this also might be good to like note things that we did, that they did. Like, like Malaya's getting her hair. She wanted highlights. So one of her Christmas gifts is she's getting highlights in January. So I'm going to note that in there. Like when Sophie gets her hair trimmed, or, that type of thing. Yeah. So this is an old insert that I had in my stash. I shopped my stash or shopped freebies. I did not buy anything except for the plotter inserts. Those were the only things I purchased. So it was relatively inexpensive to put this setup together. But yeah, this is the Phenomenal Woman, Maya Angelou poem that I love. I put this contact sheet in here. This is where I'm going to put like planner friends, contact, like, addresses. I have a few planner friends that I like to send goodies to, and, we kind of like pen pal it and do like snail mail, and all that thing, and like share stickers or sticky notes or tabs or whatever. So this is where I want to keep my planner friends information, because right now it's just scattered. So I kind of want to be more intentional about that. And so that's why it's in my personal section. This is from Demi Rose Plans, Your Energy is Sacred, and Amen. And this is from Susie Q Plans. It says, I love my reflection. It's so cute. And then this is an insert. This is a freebie from Watch Back a Plan. And it's like a notebook cover, like you can print out. And then she had like these notebook pages. I was like, these are cute. So, this is just where I can like scribble notes, anything like personal for me that I just feel like needs to be in here, that doesn't need to be in my notebook. And so next section is recipes. That's a Michael's. And so what I'm going to do is, it's a work in progress. Like I said, it's set up, but it's not completed, right? Is I have like recipes that I do reference. Like there's like certain soups I make that I have to like reference, like, the measurements of ingredients. The crock pot chicken Alfredo is one of them. And I want to write it in here and just have like all my recipes in here. So that way when I'm like cooking, I can just grab this thing and like get my recipes and look through them. So I have like a lot of different like notes pages. These were Plan with B freebies. I've got like Latua notes. That one's like all misprinted and cut. This is from like a notebook. Let me see if I can find it. It's this cute little notebook that I found a long time ago. I was doing some Bible study stuff in here earlier this year. And it is fountain pen friendly. But yeah, so I just like tore these out and cut them down to size and stuck them in here. It's a really cute notebook. But I'm not going to finish it. That's like that's a problem that I have with like little notebooks like this, is I don't always like stay in them. So I was like, I'll just use a scratch paper. More Latua notes, just random notes pages just in here. And then the last section is notes. And so this is where I will put stuff that I just need to hold on to, but doesn't really fit in any of my sections, or like their long-term notes that I just can reference back to, or, you know, whatever. So I have like pen, paper, and plans inserts in here, Latua notes inserts. I think this is like legitimately like just notebook paper I cut up. I made this in Canva, this one lonely one. And then I have like some from, what's her shop called? Any Plans. Yeah. And then, yeah, nothing back here. But yeah, so that is my setup. I think this is going to work well for me. And I'm being intentional about, really like once I like figured out that I'm not buying the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook, and I decided that I was going to try to like shift how I did my finances, like still use like a lot of her methods, but like not necessarily use her products. I've been very happy with this. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on how this all works out, but I am excited to really start doing things in this. But anyway, guys, that is how I'm using my personal rings for 2025. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, friends.